Welcome. Today is October the 20th, and it is Monday morning. Uh, so, today we're going to talk about in We the People, we're going to talk about how sometimes people become victims, and maybe that's because they're out trying to help fix things, and these forces out there, corrupt cops, politicians, officials, law enforcement all the way down, and people are preventing this from happening. Uh, it's becoming quite clear that there's a lot of people that are part of this group. In addition to all these officials, they're all just people, but the idea behind it is that they want, and they've been promised that they're gonna get rewarded financially, and you know they're going to be popular, whatever it is. And so the idea is that they're all working together, and they are against all the things that are right and righteous. And we're starting to see kind of clear picture where uh, they're really um, keeping everything the way they want it, and that's part of the problem. So one of the things that event that it's just become over the weekend that it happened, and I'll talk about it, and I'll make another segment on the documents, and not only put all the information, but also evaluate all the information, because everything electronic, I believe, is edited. One of the things is I believe that anything electronic can be edited, will be edited, and so we're just gonna have to see, and I'll go through and I'll start pointing out, and the uh, as my investigation unfolds, we will see what the reality is, what logic tells us, what logic dictates, what is accurate. Uh, the event over the weekend was that I was mugged and beat up, and I had asked for help, and I couldn't get help. I asked from a bus driver, and he just kind of didn't want to get involved and asked me to leave. Then I went inside a 7-Eleven, asked the lady, the people at 7-Eleven, even before they got a chance to call, a cop came in, told me to come outside, and I said, "Hey, I want to file a report." And I was upset because I just got beat up. I got hit and stuff, and he just slapped cuffs on me, and then yanked me outside. And then from there, I suffered injuries, and he ended up having my cell phone. Asked me about it, and I thought that was weird since I just had been mugged, and my cell phone was gone. And then I woke up, and about 2 days later, I started noticing, in addition to the abrasions I had, the concussion, which is swollen, my eyes and everything, my thumb, which um, the uh, the ambulance driver, when I said, you guys said I was free to go, and I told him you were lying to me, he decided, "Oh, I'm gonna help you. Let me show you something with your thumb." So we tried to pull it out of the socket. I went to the doctor. The doctor saw that the whole thing's bruised. It hurts really bad. He took an X-ray. Um, I already seen medical records that anything, X-rays, whatever, they can change. So, you know, they did take an X-ray. The people that were there, they have some awesome people, because my complaining, it looks like, there were some forces working to get rid of me. Uh, they were saying that I complained of cough. That's why I was in there, which is totally, BS and part of their whole Ebola thing, or whatever you want to call it. And that's kind of, how they're trying to secretly get rid of, uh, whoever they want. But the thing is there's people that believe in God, and I praise them, because in the battle of good and evil, you're always going to have bad, evil, and good. And it's neat when the good people, and I saw so many angels in this place, and I would recommend it to anybody. They stood up, you know, and God bless those people, you know. God bless them, because, in this quest, I wouldn't even call it a quest, in this in this, you know, nonsense, uh, environment that not just I am going through, every single person is going through, every single American, every single parent, every single person out there. There's a war, and the war's on. These people that think they're inside of this satanic cult, and yes, I believe they're all part of this satanic pagan cult. Some are doing it because they believe that they are, the supreme race. Other people are doing it, because they believe they're going to get rewarded. And they all have different selfish reasons. That's the bottom line. There's a lot of stuff going on. But in the event, after my thumb got by the ambulance driver, we went to hospital. The guy there, who looked like he might belong to the sheriff's department, he had law enforcement badges or stuff on, and he told me he was putting me out. So he ended up putting me out. He said goodnight, and he also took off my restraints. So the thing is now looking at everything, and day after, I noticed that right about around my anus area, it hurt, and then just my thumb, my knees, my head, and everything, back of my brain, felt like it was really just and obviously I was drugged. I don't understand why they put me out, at a hospital. So, and I had these weird marks on my chest. So it looks like after I went to the hospital, asked them to look and stuff like that, they didn't really check. But I came home, and then between me and my girlfriend, we took pictures. It appears that I have what looks like somebody gave me a shot right next to my anus, and there's a bruise, probably because the person wasn't an experienced injection giver. And then also there's tear. I noticed a tear, and it's sore around my anus. So more than likely, this piece of shit law enforcement, possible sheriff, it looked like, and I as we go along, I'll identify him and stuff. And he made some comments. This motherfucker probably molested me. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell everybody, and I'm going to let this go to a public trial. And if he's done this to me, I'm sure he's done this to other people. And, let's see what the public does to him, and to all his buddies involved. And, well, that's pretty much it. So let's take a look at the possible. So in this segment, this is the beginning to my segment, and we're just going to kind of record things and then investigate it. It'll be a timely thing, but I believe that one is that with it wasn't just a person, there was a cooperative thing. I got mugged by a cop, really, the people, because somehow he ended up with my phone. And second of all, I got molested by another official who might have been in the sheriff's department, and maybe to whatever teach me a lot. Well, I don't even give a fuck. And I'm saying this so that other people can be aware of this. It's not something that anybody would feel proud to say, or not anything like that. And we'll show you pictures, and as I said, I'll let you guys make the decision. And ultimately, I'm going to turn this to the public, because there is no law, there is no court of law, and let them handle how they're going to do this. And as we go along, I'm going to help provide to you guys different ways that you guys can survive, government conspiracies, people that say that there's no such thing as conspiracy. They are part of the problem, whether you believe it or not. Those people are part of the people that also need to be turned on to the public that are supporting this, because they're the people that are the inside people that they made deals with. So, and as we go along, I'm going to just we're going to help make a list of all these people, all the judges, all the officials, the people that they killed, the people they hurt. I'm not going to bring out any of the stuff that we already have out there. I'm going to just start showing new cases, and we're going to attack this from the bottom going up. We're going to show at this level right here, in every locality, that if we get them down here, as it starts going up, it's going to solve the problem. Because these people are the ones they're throwing down under the bus that they want to protect themselves as we get to the top. So if these guys want to be, as they call it, sauce for the group, meat for the grinder, in Gladiator's days, the sacrificial lambs, and if they're Satanists, then they want to be that anyways. I mean, you know, they're going to be given up to their God. That's how it's going to go. So anyways, getting back to this, just so we can have some look at some of the documents right here, we are seeing that this is